for you. You can get her. Yeah.
Hey, Nelson.
Hey there, Reed. You have a nice holiday?
I did. Hope you did.
Yeah. Saw some family a little bit and got out of town real fast.
You went back to Ohio some?
Yeah, we did about probably like, well, we didn't get out Christmas Day. We left the day after because of the snow.
Right.
We counted 31 cars off the road from here to Ohio.
Oh,
Wow.
you weren't one of them, I hope.
No, I wasn't one. If I'd have left the day that my wife wanted to, we made it to Chestnut Grove Church, and I said, do you think you had enough already? And we were only a mile away. And she goes, yeah, they're bad. I says, let's turn around and stay at home. We can do this
Yeah.
tomorrow. Nobody needs presents that bad. How we doing there, Robin?
I'm good.
Did we have Christmas at the new house?
We did. It was
Fantastic.
beautiful.
Robin, have you found out where all the light switches, what they control?
Well, there's one place where there's 6 in a row, and I had little blue tape on them to tell what they were.
But you
For a
forgot what
while.
it stands for, huh?
Yeah, my grandbaby had a white Christmas on her first Christmas.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Good
She
afternoon,
won't
folks.
remember it, but we had a good time.
Hello, Chuck.
Hello.
How are you?
Well, good. This is a better view of you, Reed. The bottom side of the plate.
Yeah, I know. I'm eating.
That's
I
okay.
am too.
Look at Reed's name on his photo.
I know.
Yeah, I saw that.
Chuck, how did Dina get along with her surgery?
She's gotten along good. She's what, about 2-3 weeks into it now and getting around good. There, some days are better than others, but you know, on the hip itself is doing great. It's the incision and the other stuff. But
Right.
the hip is feeling good, but thanks for asking. Of course, I'm getting in my exercise, running down the stairs, getting her everything that she needs. But that's okay. Like we've got a good group coming in.
Mhm.
Hope everybody had a uneventful holidays, as best we can ask for nowadays.
For sure.
I guess we're supposed to have something coming in tonight for as far as snow, isn't there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
A big one. It's coming from the Gulf.
Uh-oh.
The blizzard of '93 came out of Atlanta, Georgia.
Mhm. I remember that one.
I remember that.
You
I was
got
in
my
the
coffee mug? Can you read it?
oh, something.
Yeah.
Less Monday, more coffee.
Oh, yeah, yeah, absolutely.
Hmm.
Yeah, I was in Atlanta when that '93 blizzard hit. We got 9
Oh,
inches.
there you are.
It was a huge
There.
amount.
Yeah,
But
it finally worked.
Hey, Cindy.
Hi, how are you?
I was going to get
Wonderful.
Nelson to send it to you.
Hey guys,
Hey. We got the 2 Georges.
got the 2 Georges.
There's George Walter.
Yeah, how is the weather in the mountains?
Right now it's fine. It's cold and a little overcast, but
Yeah.
our future doesn't look good for tomorrow.
Nope, starting tonight.
Yeah, we've already delayed our opening in the morning because we know the patients won't show up.
Mhm.
Yeah, Gail said unless you're giving them vaccines, they may show up.
Yeah, I don't know.
But Chuck, you just need to be more patient.
Oh, that's bad. Ooh, that was
No.
painful.
That's your joke of the new year, Alex.
It
Yeah.
is. I don't know how I thought that up.
Maybe it'll be.
You're gonna have to go back to work for the Mitchell News Journal.
I know. How about that, right? I don't know
Yeah.
what they're doing.
They
Oh,
need-
well,
Why is
good
that,
luck
Dee?
to them.
I don't know what's going on at the Journal. What happened?
The salesperson that took my job quit and is working for the town of Bakersville as the clerk. So
Oh, okay.
her name is Kelly Beam. So there's nobody at the paper except the front desk, Juliana and Corey. So yeah, I'd say they're hurting a little bit. That's a tough one.
That's some slim pickings.
Yeah, it is.
Hmm.
It is for sure. Hey, Alex, how's your house coming?
Good, it's just slow. We got the floor poured and the basement walls are up and the floor joists are in. We just need to get the floor joist installed, and that'll be in the next week or two.
Good.
So it's
But you got
going.
the solar panels in, huh?
No, the solar panels
No?
are ordered and paid for because we had to get
Oh,
them
no.
this year. And we
Yes,
applied for
okay.
the Duke rebate yesterday, and I hope we get that. There are a lot of rebates with solar panels, and that's what
Right.
makes them affordable.
Well, good. Well, I hope it works. That's,
Well, thank you.
You see Miss Tina and Mr. Carson.
Hello, everybody.
Hey there.
hi.
Mine.
Who's asking about solar panels?
I asked Alex how his house was coming.
Cindy was asking me, we're building a solar house at the lake, at Lake James, Bill.
How many panels are you going for?
I think it's 12, it's 7.8 kilowatts.
I have 13, not to play one up, but it's not enough.
Ah,
Yeah, ours, we got, the engineers told us we needed about 6.5 kilowatts, and I went over a little bit, so we're at 7.8 kilowatts.
Yeah.
Clear
I've got
of,
two of them on my house.
clear of shade trees, I presume.
Yes, and we're on the north side of Lake James facing south, so we've got that whole lake in front of us, so there are no trees.
That's good.
Yeah, I've got 24 on my house.
oh, 24. Good Lord.
And it's roughly, I've got a set on the south side and a set on the east side. And I've got just about almost 7 kilowatts of capacity. But my wattages are only like 320 watts a panel.
Do you have enough to run your whole house, Nelson?
It's enough when the sun's out.
Okay.
If the sun's not out, it's kind of like, unless you had a battery backup setup to charge when you're not using them. So I have like electric hot water heaters. I put them on timer to be on during the time when the sun is the most, powerful.
Are you on net metering?
Yes,
Okay, yeah, we'll be on that too. So you're on the grid and you get power when you need it. And when you make too much, it goes back to the grid.
correct. But our carrier is French Broad. And so they give us 5.5 cents to give whatever we give to them. But when we use it, it's 11.5 cents.
Oh, that's not right.
Well, they figure if they get their power from Duke and Duke charges them the 5 cents, and that's, if they get power from us, then they can't pay us more than they would for Duke.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we're on Duke, so we get equal amounts. And if you use it all, that's good. If you use all your credits, but if you don't, at the end of June, you have to give your credits back to Duke.
Ah, they don't carry over, huh?
No.
Wow. That's too
Well,
bad.
Cindy, if you need some power, we'll hook a power to you, and if I'm excess credits, you turn everything to you.
There you go. There you go. That could be a long cord there, Alex.
It would.
Alex, are you gonna do any battery backup on your system?
No, we feel we've got enough power to do most of our power and don't really need the battery backup.
Okay.
Because we'll be able to use, we'll make more credits than we'll use. So we know we'll have those banked.
Oh, okay. I like to know the wattages of your panels for you only have like so few.
Well, it may be more than that. The whole roof, the whole front roof is panels.
Okay.
And it's angled, it's designed to angle to catch the most sun. So we've already paid for it, so we hope we get them installed as soon as the house roof is there.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. Start earning those credits.
Yes.
Now, since you're on net metering, if the electricity ever goes out, your panels won't produce either.
Oh, yeah.
That's the bad thing. Just in case somebody's working on the electric, if you got the panel juicing up the wires, there's a backup system that if the power ever does go out, that it cuts your power off to your house too.
Okay, well, I'd be out anyway.
Yeah.
Buy a generator.
Yeah.
I've got a big 25 kilowatt generator here. I'll just have to run a wire to the lake.
Yeah.
Just put it on your boat. Just put it on your boat and haul it over there.
Yeah.
The generator,
Yeah.
it weighs 2 tons.
Oh my.
Hey, you got a big one.
It's a big diesel.
Robin, did Colette call you? Did
Yes,
Colette contact you?
she did.
Okay,
And I wrote her a letter.
okay.
I sent it. She's having to reapply to keep getting paid. I just copied the one that Tina did last time.
Chuck, have you gotten the vaccine? I don't know how to do protocols for who gets it yet.
Yeah, no, we're expecting to get it hopefully by Monday, but no, we haven't. It's such a complicated process. So right now, hospitals and health departments are the only one that have received vaccines, and we're in the next tier of recipients, health centers, community health centers.
Yeah.
And so we're already, like, we're having all kinds of meetings and trainings with them, and we're trying to get on to the COVID vaccine management system, the CVMS, so we can register our providers and be ready. But and they're opening it up to, so the 1B is open now for the health department is vaccinating 75 and over, like Mr. Carson. Have you got yours already, Bill?
Next week, it's
Okay.
scheduled.
Yeah,
Not yet a day, but it's scheduled during the week.
yeah. So they'll start with the 75 and above, and we will. That's all we don't get to pick and choose who we vaccinate. It's
Right.
It's all controlled by the state. So people can, in theory, they should be able to come to us and register and get the vaccine at the same time. But that's a very time-consuming process. So there's issues with that. And then everybody who receives the vaccine has to wait 15 minutes
Right.
to observe them. We have to observe them, not just they got to wait. We have to
Should
observe
have a
them, be
reaction.
able to watch them for reactions. So
Right.
we cannot do a drive-by vaccination because we can't have people sitting in their cars having reactions that we can't see. You know? Or they could drive off, and that would be unacceptable.
It does
Yeah.
complicate things.
I communicated with Diane Creek, and if anybody wants to get on the list, there's a master spreadsheet. If you'll write to her and request that, she'll send you a form and you fill that out and it puts you on the list.
Yeah, we did that.
It's
She
already-
posted it on Facebook on their page. It's a Google
Right.
form. We
Yeah.
filled
That's
it
where
out.
I got it too. We filled it out too from
And
that.
it's
She
real
said she'd-
simple.
Call us when it was our group's time to schedule. So,
Now, Robin, you're in the 75 group, aren't you?
no, not quite. I'm in
Now you're in
the
the
65
doghouse
group.
Alex.
I know.
You're now in the doghouse group.
Yeah, yeah. He thought I lived on Wing Road too.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought your new house was near Doug's old house. I don't know how I got
No.
that.
Nope,
No.
it's on Cane Creek.
Cane Creek.
You know,
Yeah.
Alex, she is the
Almost to
treasurer.
Green
She could
Cove
start
Road, not
double
quite.
charging you.
Do what?
I said,
George.
she is the treasurer. She could start double charging you.
Yeah, she might.
Although
might.
today I'm in Madison County.
But George, I'm the sergeant at arms, so I can charge her.
Ooh, uh-huh.
Yeah, he
That'll be
can
a
levy
fun-
fines.
That'll
We
be a
got a
fun
power
back and
struggle
forth.
going on.
So Chuck, you read where they said that Moderna, when they do it, there's got to be like 10 patients at a time because it'll spoil with over a period of time.
Yeah, they,
How would they work that out? If somebody just doesn't show, I guess they just waste it. That's it.
well, that's the problem. Yeah, I mean, potentially, yes, that's correct. They don't come in individual shot vials. It's 10 shots, actually 11 or 12 per vial. It's supposed to be 10, but they give you a little bit extra. And so you got to schedule your patients to have 10, in increments of 10, which is tough. Because once you open it, you got 6 hours to use it, or then it goes bad.
Yeah.
And so you got to chunk it.
So
And then
is there any kind of fallback? Like, if
Yes.
somebody cancels, you could go
Give
to
it-
a list of people who might be available.
Well, what they're saying in South Carolina and what CDC said is rather than waste it, give it to anybody.
Hmm.
And a cousin of mine here, her friend was in Bilo, a giant, and they were closing or getting ready to, and they had excess vaccine. And the pharmacist just went walking through the store, in the meat section or anywhere else, and finding people who, like 35-year-olds and healthy, but, it's either going to be wasted to give it to someone. So they started
And Robin can get one.
Yeah.
I'm in group 1.
okay.
My son's getting his second one today.
Wow, already, huh?
Yeah. It's been 3 weeks.
Yeah,
Moderna?
the Pfizer is a shorter period.
Yeah, it's
Moderna
only
is-
21 days.
Yeah, it's 28 for the Moderna.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was the other way around.
No.
It's
Moderna
interesting
is
that
28.
optometrists are considered in group 2. So me and my staff who are exposed every day are not getting vaccinated until 2.
Wow.
That
We'll
is
see what
bad.
happens.
I mean, you're up close and personal, and as well as the dentist.
In their
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
Dentists are 1A, so they got theirs early, like the physicians and
Hmm.
providers and emergency response folks.
Yeah.
We just can't get no respect.
You need a lobbyist, Marvin.
Yeah.
That's
No,
what
his
Gail
name's
said.
Rodney. We'll have to start calling you Rodney.
Alex, we'll wait in the lobby or anywhere else. We'll just give it to us, okay?
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, why don't we go ahead and get the party started, get the meeting started, call to order, and then we can get back to it, because this is an important subject and I don't want to cut it off, but there are a bunch of questions and I'll give you updates as to what I know countywide so far. So, well, except I realize I don't have a bell, but I guess I can hit my cup and bring it to order. And so, Mr. Duncan,
Yes,
yes, would you mind leading us in Pledge of Allegiance and the prayer?
I'll be honored.
Thank you, sir.
Dear God, we come to you with heavy hearts for our nation. We just ask that you will continually bless the United States of America when at times we don't deserve that, possibly. We know that you are in charge, and that's all we have to worry about, and that is for sure. We know that our Rotary Club will survive through this pandemic, and we will come out stronger, and we thank you for that. Amen.
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 I pledge allegiance to the flag
The flag
United
States of America.
and to the republic
Which stands
one nation,
Nation,
under
Under
God,
God,
indivisible,
visible.
liberty
liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Thank you. And yes, and thank you for specific prayer about the terrible conditions that are going on up in Washington. I hadn't even opened the news this morning because I don't want to know if anything else is going on up there. But sad times in that regard. So do we have any Rotary announcements today? Been off for a couple of weeks, and so maybe there's.
Yeah, it's been a while. I got a thank you card from WAMI for our donation to the senior project.
Good.
So got that. We've paid our bill to the Mitchell County Chamber of Commerce. I have the bill from Yancey County. I have the bill for Rotary International. And I have the bill for our Christmas greetings on the radio. So I got some bills to pay.
Good grief.
Yeah. It happens at the beginning of the year, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Chuck, I was in a Zoom meeting this morning with Main Street, and Libby Phillips is trying to plan ahead, and the Main Street Board, and they're looking to move the Blacksmith Festival to the fall of the year. And I said, well, that Rotary hopes to have our barbecue festival. And her question to me was, when do we tentatively plan on having our festival? She doesn't want to have a conflict. So do we have an answer there? What our tentative plans are?
Hey, Reed, she texted me this morning and I got back with her and said that it's July 17th and that we had Shelby Ray Moore scheduled, but all of it is tentative on, COVID and that kind of stuff. But
Right.
I did give her the date, the third Saturday in July, which is the
Great.
17th.
All right, that answers that. Thank you.
Welcome.
Yeah, there's lot pending, isn't there, in life right now, depending on COVID, so. But I'm optimistic that by that time, by this summer, that we'll start having some headway in this.
I hope.
Yeah.
I hope so.
So any other announcements? Well, I'm sure we got a bunch of happy dollars, considering we've been gone for 2 weeks and lots happened over 2 weeks and the holidays. And I imagine there was a lot to be happy about over the holidays, hopefully.
I have a sad dollar. Of course, we all got the message from Janie that Sammy's sister died.
Yes, yes,
So I have a sad dollar for that.
yes. And we did send flowers to Sammy, so Janie took care of that.
Good.
So it actually was a terrarium, I guess is how you pronounce it.
I'll do 3 happy dollars. One for each of the 2 weeks we missed. And I wasn't happy that we missed them and we missed you, but I'll call those sad dollars then. And a happy dollar for today because we're all back.
Yay.
Very
Happy New
good.
Year. Happy New Year.
Thank you, George.
I've got one. All I'll say is just roll tide.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
that's
have to
next
go
week.
back on that one. We got a Buckeye dollar for that one.
Where is Bean when we need him to defend those Clemson Tigers?
Yeah. I don't know what happened to them, but
We got
since
a
they
Buckeye
lost,
dollar for that Clemson Tiger win. I mean, the loss. We finally got them this year.
I don't think Clemson showed up.
I
They're
don't
not-
either. I don't know what happened to them.
Time, so it's about time for them not to show up once.
Ohio State's number 11 in the nation.
They're the best number 11 team in the country.
You better believe it.
That's right.
Oh, I see Bill waving his hand there.
I've got what I hope will be a happy dollar in the sense that I want to claim 2 meeting credits for right before Christmas and right before New Year's. And I was the only one at those meetings, but I came.
Did you show up, Bill? Did you actually show up?
Oh, I did.
How do we verify that?
You wonder why nobody let you in the
Nobody
meeting.
attended them.
Verify it with the fact that I'm happy to put $2 in.
There you go.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna put one in for the snow we're gonna get.
Yeah, I'm happy
It's gonna
about
be a
that,
big,
too.
pretty snow.
I
You
think
can add
so.
me into that, Robin.
Okay.
How much snow are you supposed to have?
4
5
to
to
8 inches. It depends.
Yeah.
They're not being very specific this time, but it's coming from the Gulf, and usually that's when we get our big ones.
It's
It'll be a
interesting.
wet, it's a wet
Right.
snow.
Yeah, and
Go up
Ray's,
to your mountain home and find out.
yeah. Ray's weather map said that Spruce Pine was kind of the light spot in the area, but the rest of Mitchell County and Yancey County is going to get 6+.
Yeah,
So
I'm
we'll see.
ready. I loaded up at the grocery store on Tuesday morning.
Yeah. Well, I'll go ahead and throw in a couple of happy dollars because for the holidays, we had our daughter visiting us over the holidays, and that made it very, very special for us. So, and I guess I'll go ahead and put another one in for the pending birth of our first grandson. That's
Oh,
supposed to be happening anytime.
Nice.
Yeah, we're
Oh,
excited.
congratulations.
yay,
Yeah. I don't know,
nice.
and then
That's
I'll have to
awesome.
I had to put some more in when he actually shows up, but we're excited about it.
Great.
That's pretty awesome.
And then I'll start the bidding on Bill Carson and the gosh, I was trying to say the CARES Act, but that's not it. Cart. For the cart, I'll put $5 in for cart.
Okay.
2.
I'll put $21 in for carts for Celebrate the Year.
Oh,
Wow. Look at you.
Robin, I'll put $5 in cart.
okay. And then,
Robin, I'll continue my pledge from last year.
okay, yeah, Nelson, Glenn, and Tina are permanent on that for $5 a week. So even when they're not here, they put it in.
Like the last 2 weeks for me.
They put it in for Bill last week, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, any other happy dollars? Well, I think we're behind on some of our spinning the wheels, but I guess we can, anybody want to, is everybody signed up for the
Is anybody
wheels?
that's not a permanent wheel spinner want some? I think just about. See, I've got Bob, Nelson, Marvin, Glenn, Tina, Marvin R, George, Chuck, Richard, Cindy, Bill Carson, Bill Falco. I think that's everybody that are permanent wheel people.
Add me for permanent, Robin, please.
You want to
Hey,
pick numbers? You want me to
No,
give you some?
No, you pick a secret number.
A secret number. You want me to tell you?
No,
You're
that
never
wouldn't
gonna win.
work. That wouldn't be fair.
You wouldn't
Alright.
remember anyway, Alex.
I probably wouldn't.
One of them I put your age. I'm guessing though.
Does
Well, you can-
it go past 83?
I think it does.
I was probably pretty generous.
Oh, that's good.
You can pick
I'm
me a
sure-
number as well.
Okay, I'm sure he's younger than I am. Let's see, George. You want me to tell you?
Yes.
Okay, 47 and 64. Oh, poo. I didn't bring my little.
I want to do $5 happy for our 52nd anniversary.
Oh,
Got it right.
Congratulations.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
awesome.
Yeah,
Happy
to the same
anniversary.
person, to the same person.
Yeah.
Congratulations there, George.
Say again.
He didn't hear you, Reed.
Do what?
Yeah, well, that's what I said. What'd you say?
I actually didn't say anything. I should have.
Huh?
I think it was Nelson.
Oh, it's Nelson, okay.
Oh, yeah, I said congratulations.
Absolutely. Well, one last chance since Floyd has joined us, and thank you for joining, Floyd.
Hey, sorry I'm late.
No, that's okay.
Hey,
Before we
Floyd.
roll into the wheel, do you have any happy dollars or announcements for the group?
I don't have anything new. So,
Okay, that's fine. That's no news is good news, isn't it? Nowadays.
yeah, most of the time, but sort of just
Yeah.
boring every day. We
Yeah.
are supposed to get a big snow. That might be interesting.
Yeah, we're keeping our fingers crossed. All right, so Mr. Alex, you ready to spin it?
I'm ready. Here we go.
All right.
$14.
Nope.
Nope.
Second spin. $79.
79.
Is that
Well, that's
Alex's birthday?
Yeah.
No, close, but no.
Okay, third and final.
Sound like the right number for his birthday or his age.
Yeah, that's pretty good. 22.
22 is George Nero.
Yeah.
Go
Yay.
George.
You can throw that in cart with the other stuff.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah,
This cart's a big day. You made up for a couple of days there, Bill.
still got a long way to go with the cure.
Yeah, we do. All right, well, today is Assembly Day, so we have no program on tap. if you like, we can just real quickly finish the conversation on the COVID vaccines. We had started that for some of the folks that just joined, Floyd, and I don't know, Marvin, how much you caught on it, but we've, it's been discussed, how do you register for the vaccine and what do you tell your folks? And in this area, right now, it's just the health departments has the vaccine along with the hospital. Alex, I've reached out to Tanya, but I have not heard the hospital's plans for vaccinating the general public. Are they going to do that or not? I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't heard either.
Yeah, I don't think they are, but I don't want to say that for certainty until she responds. But right now, the health department was the first entity across the whole state. The health departments and hospitals were first one to receive the vaccines. Now, the second group of recipients to give out the vaccines will be the community health centers. And we expect to get ours first of next week, as best we can tell. And the state is rolling out the next level of eligible patients, and that's the people 75 and above, or the 1B category. It can also include, like I'm 1B here at the clinic. My age combined with being at the clinic, then I became a 1B. At least that's how they rated it. So I'm not 75 yet, but I'm eligible to get that. Oh, and I forgot that about the Happy Dollar. I had a birthday over this last week, so I guess I owe you one for that.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Chuck.
Happy birthday.
I hit the 70 mark, so I'm not quite at that 75 level yet. So right now, the best way to get the vaccine is to really go on the health department's Facebook page, and that's the Toe River Health District, and I think you can get it at Mitchell County or Yancey County, and they have a form that you fill out. It's a Google form. You fill it out online there, and that automatically populates a spreadsheet that the health department has, and they input that into the system at the state. Right now, it's not opened up for individuals or anybody else to input names into the state to get you into the what they call the COVID vaccine management system.
That's what
and once I'm sorry?
That's what I did.
Yeah. And it works. I mean, it's the best way. And I commend Diane Creek at the health department for putting that together. Not all health departments are doing that. They're handling it different ways. The feds said, states, y'all figure out how to do it within these parameters, and then each state is taking their own route. I don't know that one's necessarily better than the other. Everybody's trying to figure it out. So once you're in that CVMS system, they're supposed to contact you and let you know when to come for your vaccine based on your eligibility. So if you're over 75, like Bill, they'll say, okay, come get your vaccine. Be prepared to take your ID. You need to have your ID to prove who you are. There's questions about people that are snowbirds that live here during the winter, or excuse me, summer, maybe winter. They have a residence here, but their driver's license maybe is South Carolina, Florida, wherever. If you bring an ID, or excuse me, like a utility bill showing your local address, and then your driver's license to prove your ID, we will accept that. And I believe the health department does. I haven't confirmed that with them specifically. So you plan on going in there, you're going to have to get registered, even though they got you in the system. They got to confirm who you are, ask you the questions. They're going to do some medical questions to confirm that you, like, if you're taking, if you have low, if your blood is very thin, if you're on blood thinner and your blood is very thin, there may be some questions about that, other health issues that could cause you to have issues or concerns. Have you experienced reactions to previous vaccines like the flu? And I don't think anybody here, but have you had any cosmetic fillers? Because they're finding that people are, George, okay.
Didn't work very well, did it?
I like your nose job. You got a good nose job. Yeah. So if you've had a filler, they're finding that that can cause some reactions. And so they're going to ask questions to see if you might be susceptible to reactions, so they can watch you closer and give you, any assistance needed on that. You'll get the shot. The shot's the easy thing. Wham, bam, it's they give you the shot. Then you got to wait 15 minutes for to be observed in case of any side effects that do show up. And people are our staff that has received the vaccine already, they are discussing, they've had some reactions, but mainly it's the people who normally have reactions to the flu. They've experienced some aches and pains. They've some dizziness, redness, because they usually react to different things. They have allergies, but nothing serious. And it's something that goes away usually in a matter of hours. So any questions on that? Or
what words do you have for people that are afraid of it, that are saying that it's going to make them sick and it's going to give them the COVID and just crazy things going around?
Yeah. Well, as a matter of fact, Alex, that's a good question. We're holding an all-staff meeting tomorrow here at the clinic to address those questions up from our staff, because we had maybe about, I guess it's less than 20%, but we've had that amount of people that declined taking the vaccine because we're not requiring it at this point. It's a voluntary thing. So we've had a number of people, and once it opens up to a larger group, we wanted to try and limit how many people decline, at least give them the education and let them make an educated decision. I guess, I haven't seen what the providers have prepared in their answers, but to me, the efficacy of the vaccines have been proven. I trust the FDA and the steps they have gone through. I understand we don't have long-term data yet on it, so that is the one unknown. But based on the process that they're using, the mRNA process in the Moderna vaccine, that's proven science, if you will. The process has never been used on this type of vaccine before, but in other processes, and that's not shown to have any negative long-term effects. So I'm comfortable with it.
It just amazes me that this can keep you from dying, yet people are so paranoid that it might make them die. But we know it can keep you from dying.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think there's, I was speaking to someone earlier this morning whose daughter is of childbearing age, and she had concerns for her daughter to take the vaccine because of concerns about what might happen down the line with pregnancies and so forth. It is a valid concern because they haven't had time with this vaccine to see a long-term impact on that. But I think it's, again, they have used this mRNA process in other things, and they haven't seen any long-term impact. So I think it's safe, but that is a choice you got to make.
And that needle's too small to be putting a chip in you.
Yeah.
Chuck, I had a patient that was going to get the vaccine the end of last week, and they got all the way to the point of asking him which arm they wanted to put it in. He said, well, let's put it in this arm because last week I got my shingles vaccine in the other arm. And they said, whoa, we can't give you another vaccine if you've had anything within the last 2 weeks. So if you want to get this, don't take another vaccine right away so you can be eligible.
I hadn't heard that as one of the rules, but thank you. Makes sense.
They asked me that.
Did they? Yeah. Yeah. So as far as where we're going to be able to offer them, right now the health department is saying they're going to be able to do. They hope to be able to do 45 a day at each site, but because of having to stage people and what we talked about earlier, the 10 doses in the one vial and being able to keep from wasting them, it's not like at the health department they can go down the street, because there's nothing down the street for them to go find people. Like in George's example, in South Carolina at the pharmacy, they could go out into the store and find people, but so they're going to be able to do a limited number. We're trying to find a location. We can't handle large numbers at any of our sites, just because of we staging the people after they've had their shot for 15 minutes. That really kind of mucks up the works, if you will. So we're actually looking at maybe the Roses building down by McDonald's, maybe some churches, looking into the schools as some places that we could offer it, so we could do a larger quantity at a time, not be so limited.
It seemed like they could do like a call, like the doctor's offices do now, just do sort of I don't know what you call that. Marvin would probably have the answer, but where you have like a wait list of people. So if it gets to be 4 hours in and they know they've lost, 1 or 2 appointments, they still have an hour or 2 to get somebody in to take advantage of it. And because I'm sure there are a lot of seniors that are retired that could do that, within an hour or 2 notice.
I would go.
But yeah, rather than wait.
Yeah. No, we're definitely going to be keeping a list like that. We plan on doing that. So we'll get it out there, and hopefully by the end of next week, by next Thursday's meeting, we can tell you, well, we're giving the shots here and there and exactly what's going on.
Yay.
Lord willing, and the computer works.
Yeah.
Because we haven't been able to get on to register our folks. I can't even get my password reset so I can go on and sign the agreement to say, yeah, we'll do it. The state's pretty swamped in that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's
Frustrating. So as we look into 2021 for Rotary, we got the July 17th date for the festival, but we haven't been doing much else. We haven't been able to, rightly so. But as far as service above others and what serves for our community, I know there have been a lot of good ideas, and we've done some. But as we go into 21, any thoughts on some things that we might be able to do here in the first half of the year?
Did you see what the governor put out yesterday that said that nobody should go anywhere? And if you need something, try to do a pickup or have people deliver it. So it doesn't seem like from that standpoint, there's a whole lot you can do as far as face-to-face, for sure. But, when you've got somebody sending out saying, don't go anywhere, don't do anything, don't have anybody in your house, it's like, okay, it's a little scary.
Yeah, no, that's a good point, Cindy. And that he did. That was, because we have most of the counties in the state are in that high, in the red zone right now.
Right.
Most of the counties.
Based on our totals by the end of last week, not counting this, 1 in every 15 in Mitchell County has had COVID.
Right. That's scary for these rural counties. That shows you what the reach is.
Well, and you used to, you didn't know anybody that had it. Now you know many people.
Yeah, I know numbers of people.
Right. It's going to become weird if you haven't had it.
Yeah, we've, we're still continuing to do testing, and after the holidays, we did have a surge in the amount of testing that was requested and the percentage of positives. So let's see, Monday it was 179 that we tested, and we had 49 positives. So that's the highest percentage we've had so far.
Oh, that's not good. That's a third.
Yeah, we've been running, up until the surge that started hitting in November, we were running in the 8 to 12% range on positives, and now we're 20 plus over the last last 2 weeks. Because I mean, we haven't tested every day because of holidays. We've been off a little bit more than usual, and we
South
are going to
Carolina.
continue testing even once we start doing the vaccination. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, South Carolina's positivity rate is running 30 to 38.
Yeah, I saw that on the news.
Chuck, what do you do when a COVID patient shows up and is really, really sick? What do you do with them?
We try and not let them in the building. Our folks screen them on the phone first. So when they call and say, I'd like to see a provider, we ask them, are you showing symptoms of COVID? Do you have a fever, the sore throat? Are you having trouble tasting things? So we try and pre-screen them. Now, some people will lie. We've had them, say, no, I'm fine. And they show up, and when we do the temperature check, it's blown out. Or even they get back to the provider and start telling them really what their symptoms are. That's when the provider asks them to leave and go back to their car, and we'll come out and work with them there and get a plan of action. But we try and keep them out of the building. And so
Marvin
far,
does a good
Jeez,
job
that's
with,
just mean.
I'm sorry.
People
I said
shouldn't
Mar-
do that.
Marvin does a good job with his screening at his office, the way they do it, having you pull up
Yeah.
and call. And they don't have to have any contact. If he can have no contact with someone that has symptoms, most everyone has access to a cell phone. And I guess, Marvin, someone that didn't have a cell phone, you could make arrangements to meet them. I don't know how you handle that. Yeah.
We meet him in the vestibule at the front of the building and do the questions there, do the history and everything. But yeah, we're kind of in their face, so we want to know before they get in the building what's going on. And we can't get vaccines, so.
Chuck, is there going to be need for any help when the vaccination process starts for non-medical people, like greeters, organizing things that Rotarians may be able to help with, that we're willing to do that?
Yeah, thank you for asking. We have reached out. I say health department, been in touch with Diane, and we've been talking here internally about, we're concerned about the 75s and above that don't have good computer access, don't have emails. How do we reach them? Of course, for our patients that are 75 and above, we usually have phone numbers of themselves or their family, so we can reach them. But we don't have, we're maybe 20% of the 75-year-olds in the county. Do we have them as patients? So the rest of those, how do we find them? So we're looking at trying to fashion a simple message that, I hate to say it, but at a 4th grade level, so that we can get the word out of, this is where you need to go to get on the list. This is where you need to go to get vaccinated. Keep these things in mind, and then try and find ways to get the word out. Cindy will be advertising in the paper. We'll use that. We'll do the radio. I doubt if we can get billboards up in time, but and then go to churches and so forth. So what ideas y'all might have and how y'all might help us in getting the word out to the.
Would the county allow you to use their alert system? I know everybody's not signed up for that, but we get phone calls and texts for weather things and.
I've reached out to Colby, but we haven't talked yet. I would expect that he would. Yancey County has said that they would. And go to the fire departments, have a lot of knowledge, of the elderly in their area. So we were going to contact them.
That's true.
That would be another place you could do vaccines too, is in the fire department. They've got a huge room that, would give you lots of room to watch people. I don't know if they'd let you do that, but that's a big building.
It is.
Yeah.
We thought about that. We thought about them for the testing too, but their traffic flow is not the best. If we had a lot of cars coming and going, it could get a little backed up there. So, but it may work for the vaccine. But I think trying to find ways to get the word out, and it's the 75-year-olds now, but then the next phase is the we'll go into 1B and 1C. That gets into the lower age, if you will. I think it's 65 to the 75, and then below that. At the rate of vaccines right now, Mitchell and Yancey counties were getting 500 and 600 doses a week each. So they're not getting a ton of vaccines, but certainly enough to take care of the, the immediate needs right now. I don't know what our volume of vaccines. They haven't given any indication how many we'll receive.
I have a question again. Where on Facebook did you say the sign up information is?
Just go to the Mitchell County Health Department, just Google, just put that, search for that, and then it'll come up.
Mitchell County Health Department, yeah.
And scroll down, it's probably not at the top now, but
Yeah, just scroll down until you find it. It's on there. You just probably have to look a little
Okay.
bit.
It's not too far down because I just did one while we were on the phone or on the call.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you can call, but you can imagine that they're pretty swamped on the phone, so it's best to
Yeah.
go online if you can.
Gail said, was that Mitchell County or Toe River?
Mitchell County.
Mitchell County.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you can do Mitchell or Yancey or Avery because they're all under the
Yeah.
same, and it should be available at all three. I mean, I know, as somebody said, we've, 1 in 15 in the county have been infected. The good news is that it hasn't been as, we have had some losses. We have had deaths from COVID, but we haven't been hit as hard as some areas in that
No,
regard. I think our
true.
providers are doing a wonderful job of treating them.
Mhm.
Alex, the hospital so far is they're in orange level, surge level. They're not in red. It's, of course, the hospital here is moving because they're having trouble staffing enough nurses, as we all are. They're having a smaller census of the number of patients they can handle at Blue Ridge, and they're being transferred to Asheville. So as long as Asheville doesn't fill up and says, no, we can't take any more than Blue Ridge, it should stay at a level that they can treat them well. And I know our providers are, rounding through the hospital and working with the hospitalists there at Blue Ridge. Seems like they're doing a pretty darn good job.
I have a friend in Yancey County that within a month lost her mother and father to it.
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah. Now, I think some of y'all that think about the nursing homes, CVS and Walgreens have the contract to do the vaccinations of those. So those are not being handled here locally or by the health department. That's CVS and Walgreens. I haven't heard anything about whether they're there yet, or I just don't know. Any other questions on that? So I know as organization, we feel very frustrated and limited on what we can do because, as you said, Cindy, we can, we certainly can't go out and do anything, but
right.
But I think as we get moving toward the spring, I feel like we'll start seeing some reductions in the vaccines are going to start having an impact.
Yeah.
So thoughts about maybe what we can do down that line that may be in and above what we're going to do on the festival.
Anything to get us outside.
Yes. Yeah, the winter has been rough. When we could get outside in the summer, it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you can vacuum just so much, I'm done with that.
Yeah, we bought a new one over the weekend. That's a classic issue, isn't it?
It is.
Although-
Don't go hiking on a trail in Mitchell County or Yancey. It's more crowded than the Walmart.
I know. I saw
That's
that in the paper
What
today.
I've heard.
Can't social distance at all because everybody's outside.
Yeah. Well, Robin, I didn't ask, you talked about all the bills that we have to pay. What's the club's fiscal condition?
Oh, I didn't run those today. I don't know why I didn't think about it, but we're okay. We're holding our own.
You can pay all the bills, right?
Yeah, our Rotary, our dues cover our Rotary dues. And we've still got a little, it's a good thing that Floyd encouraged us to have a cushion in our other money, in our fundraising money, because like the Chamber of Commerce and our website and things like that, we had money in the bank to pay those because we saved. We were, trying to save for either a rainy day or a long-term project. So
It didn't
had a
mention
rainy day.
Didn't mention the pandemic. So never expected that.
It's a good thing. Plus, the money that we did disperse to help people, we raised. So that didn't really eat into our rainy day fund much, just these smaller
Right.
items.
You mentioned Colette. Is she okay? Does she need more money or what's going on there?
Her unemployment was about to run out and she had to refile her number of weeks or something, but she told me that they assured her that as long as she's still unemployed, even though we didn't pay her that much, she's able to collect.
Okay.
So she should be okay, and I made a promise to let us know if she wasn't.
Okay.
What about, everybody knows we get, Calvin resigned as, as a member. I assume everybody got that message.
Yeah, thank you for bringing that up.
Yeah, first off, just it's a sad day for Rotary to lose Calvin as a member. You all have had longer relationships than I have with him. What a fine gentleman he is. My question is, and I don't know enough about it, this is why I'm asking some of you Rotary members, what about an honorary member status for him? Is that something that, is that something that makes any sense, or how, would that be something that would work, or is that just for other reasons we do that?
We've made other people honorary members.
I think it's a great idea. I
We
think
can do that.
what it basically means is they don't have to pay dues and they don't have to make attendance, but they're still a member of the club. And I'm not sure who is in that status right now. Does anybody know?
We had one, and I think we dropped.
Nelson could look at the sheet and see who it is. It's somebody I've never seen.
Yeah, I'm trying to get on the site right now and it's kind of like not pulling.
Yeah, we had one person whose name I didn't recognize either.
The last one I remember was when we were at the Cedar Crest, and Linda, who served us, was made an honorary member.
Oh yeah, she was, Alex. I remember that.
That's the only one I remember.
I forgot that. You're right.
There's one on that sheet, I know, but I can't think of who it is.
Didn't we have, wasn't it Alicia, I believe was her name, in Costa Rica?
Oh yeah, she was in Pat's class. Alicia Winters, was that her last name?
Winters.
Alicia Winters.
Yeah.
That's the name that's
She may
on
be
the
the one
list.
that's still on there.
That's
Yeah.
that's the one.
She's young still.
Yeah, you're right, Floyd. That's the one that's on there now, still on
Yeah.
there.
But we can put Calvin on the same way.
Well, I'd make a motion to do it.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Yes,
Great idea.
great
Thank
idea.
you, George. I think that's wonderful. So is that, from the standpoint of Rotary, is that all we need to do? Or is there some reporting to Rotary that we've added that we flipped him from a regular member honorary, or is that within our club that we do that? Does anybody know?
I don't know.
I would propose
Alicia-
too, that we.
If Alicia
maybe
Winters
do it.
is on the list, that means we got a list somewhere. So we need to add Calvin to that list.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll see how I can get it done. If not, I'll look into it.
And we need to tell John, his son, that we've done that, maybe a way that he could bring Calvin in on a Zoom meeting for us to jointly tell him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll reach out to John and let him know. And
Good.
maybe we can get him in, maybe the next meeting next week and just briefly, he just needs to come in and go. And need to stay for the whole meeting. But be good to see him.
Calvin would like that.
Yeah. And another thing on the I guess this whatever we want to have at the different meetings, the programs. Any ideas on that? I know Tina, you're probably about exhausted with ideas. Bless your heart.
No, actually, I've got a list of programs. I had scheduled some of the just videos unless we have a speaker, but we have the doctor from the new general surgeon that Alex coordinated for us coming on January 21st.
Okay. Good.
And otherwise, I had videos.
Yeah,
Okay.
Tina, if you'll send me that list again, so I can have it prepared to share.
That sounds fine. Yeah, no problem. I'll send that along to you. So be prepared. I had a little exercise session scheduled for next meeting, so get ready for that.
Oh, good for you.
Hooray.
Is this going to be something we're going to do from our chairs?
Yeah, sitting down.
Yeah.
It's called this. You have the best fingers in the house here.
If you're really good, you do
There you
both things at the
Both
same
of them, there
time.
you go.
Not too good at that. Well, I know it's tough to keep the programs up and going, but you've done a great job. And so if anybody has any ideas, please pass them on. If I ever get a few minutes, I'll try and get all my photos together and throw some for Dubai. It is an interesting place. I wouldn't mind sharing
Yeah,
some.
that'd be good.
That's right. Yeah, I was looking forward to that.
Yeah. Just got to figure out how to download them. All right. Well, if we don't have anything else, we can go to somebody's due to draw the cards. Who was it on the last meeting that they weren't here? Or the cards weren't here?
The cards weren't here. I don't remember because I didn't bring that with me. I'm not home today. I'm babysitting.
Yeah, I don't have it down either.
Does anybody remember?
I think Alex wasn't there and we had a near collapse.
That's
Yeah.
right. But I don't know whose name was drawn.
I thought, Nelson, it wasn't you?
Was it you, Nelson? He wasn't here, but
No, it wasn't me. No.
Okay.
As
Well-
much as I'd like to.
All right.
yeah, I didn't bring usually I have the previous week in front of
Yeah,
me,
that's
but I
fine.
didn't bring it with me today.
But
It
we
would
can
be
do it.
real short. It was just me.
It could be.
Automatic winner.
That's right. Well, if anybody want to sign up for the cards, because we're getting close, aren't we? We don't have many cards left.
Yeah, it
About
looks
a third of the
like
deck?
maybe-
About a third. I've
yeah,
got
about-
12 people on the permanent list.
Add me, Robin, if I'm not in there.
Let's see. You're on there.
Okay.
You're
Don't tell
number
him
8.
what.
What?
Don't tell him what.
Oh,
Yeah, but she randomly draws numbers.
yeah, I
Oh,
do. I'm
yeah.
using the random number generator today because I didn't bring my little things either.
We keep Alex honest. It's hard, but we work on it.
Okay, are we ready?
Ready.
Remind me next week because I should be at home. Okay, number 9, which is Bill Carson. Looky there,
Oh.
Bill.
There you go, Bill. It worked out.
All
Okay,
right.
Bill, you ready? Let me
Yeah.
split 'em. All right, here we go. Tell me when to stop or where to draw.
Okay. Stop right there. Whoop. Well,
That
Go
one,
back.
Go ahead, with that one.
that one.
Yeah, that one.
Oh.
No, I meant the other one.
Oh, the other one. Okay. 6 of clubs.
All right.
Face. Okay, that card's gone.
All right.
Okay.
Fantastic. Oh, and one other thing I want to mention, we've got our regulars that come here. There's about 12, 15 of us. We've been missing the new Marvin. He hasn't, of course, we had the holidays, but it seemed like he missed a couple meetings right before the holidays. So any suggestions on how to get a few more people to show up for the meetings?
Yeah, I've got their emails for the meetings, so at least they get the email list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any shaming we can do to get them to show up, or?
I know
Yeah,
there's one or two that don't because of their fear that Zoom is not secure.
Oh, interesting.
Although,
Do they know that it
I
is
mean,
secure?
even medical offices are using Zoom
Oh,
and
yeah.
schools are, so, but, you know.
We're not that top secret, you know,
Yeah.
that's
but
that's a little
there's something
scary.
about being able to get into your computer while
Ah.
you're on.
Could we
Well,
I
just,
don't
send-
understand all that technology
Good.
stuff. So.
could we look at membership roll and send out, just somebody go through and see who's been missing and send out a joint email saying, we've just been missing you.
That's what my wife suggested.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good idea.
Yeah, that'll be easy to do.
Well, if they're kind of scared of computers, we might make a phone call. So
Yeah.
if we take the list of people and divide it up, I'll be glad to take a couple of people
Yeah.
to call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
the
will too.
other thing about Zoom, I don't know if y'all noticed, but you can just call in. You don't have to
Yeah. You
um,
can.
Right.
do the computer.
You can
And
do it
can't
with the
see the
phone.
people from your phone, but and we cannot see them, but at least they can hear, and we know that they're there.
Mhm. And I mean, there's one that I know of that's, you know, got spouse illness issues. That,
Sure. There's certainly some valid
Yeah.
reasons for missing it, but sure like to get a few more folks if we could, now that we got start the new year. Okay.
Maybe sending out a little teaser, you know, like a couple days in advance of the meeting and saying, like what Tina said, you know, like, okay, this week we're gonna be doing video. We're gonna get you.
Yeah,
you to do
yeah,
it.
well, then nobody will show up.
Yeah, some kind of little teaser to let them know.
They might show up for the surgeon
Yeah.
on the
yeah.
21st.
Yeah. That's important. All right. Well, anything else that for the group? I was looking for my list of, I've got it here someplace, the 408 test, but now I'm having trouble finding it. So we just won't share that. We'll just do it
Okay.
from memory. Let's see if I have it up. No, I don't have it there.
It says you're sharing, but there's nothing there.
I didn't mean to share that, but how's that?
Oh, there it is.
There you go. By golly, technology works, doesn't it? Okay. Well, let's close with a 408 test of the things we think, say, and do. Is it the
Is it the
truth?
Is it truth?
Is
Is
it
it fair to all
concern?
concerned?
Will
Will
it
it
build
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 goodwill and better
better
friendship?
Friendships.
and will
Will
it
it
be
be
beneficial?
beneficial to all concerned?
Yay.
See you.
All
Okay,
right,
guys,
folks.
have a good week.
Thank you so
You
much.
too. Bye.
Bye.
Week and stay safe.